All right, welcome back. Our tweet of the night brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. Bob Grove, the Penguin historian who always has more information than anyone else. How about this stat? The NHL points for the draft class of 2005. Sidney Crosby by himself has 1,677 points. The next 8 players drafted combined don't have that many at 1,662. Thanks to Bob Grove for that one. Meantime, the Penguins are in St. Louis tonight. They ran into a red-hot St. Louis team looking to make it 12 wins in a row. And St. Louis had what looked like was a comfortable lead, leading 4-2, but the Penguins have tied this game 4-4. It's in overtime. Rutger McGroarty got his first goal. He also has 2 points in this game. Also, Ricard Raquel and Brian Rust have scored. So the Penguins have come back. St. Louis is a team that's trending in the right direction as they head into the postseason opportunities here, and they needed this kind of streak because they were not playing all that well. So the other note is Alex Ovechkin got one last night. He has 7 games left. So I'd like to know, do you think he does it before he comes to Pittsburgh on April the 17th or not? Most likely they will, and mostly because the Washington Capitals have just about everything clinched, and all they need to do is keep feeding him, and I think they will keep feeding him. 412-575-2600. Ryan Zedek on Twitter says, it's too bad Ji-Hwan Bae is offensively challenged as he has elite speed. But he's not necessarily good on the base pass, Ryan, and I think we saw that in Tampa, or was it Miami, when he got thrown out of third base on a play he shouldn't have done and ended the inning in a 2-2 game at the time. Let's go to the lines. We begin tonight with Chuck in Uniontown, line 1. Hello, Chuck. How are you?
Yeah. First of all, thanks. Always good to talk to you. First of all, here's just a side note. Mitch Keller gets to start the home opener on his birthday tomorrow.
I don't know. You may not want that as a birthday wish, though, Chuck. I mean, they got Judge and people to come after, but hopefully he does. Mitch is, he's developed into a very good pitcher. They need him to be very consistent. They need others to be very consistent.
No, but what I was actually going to say, Bob, is this. Do you think that Nick York and or Billy Cook should be on his roster right now?
Yes and yes. That's me, yes and yes. I see what they have going. That's why I was excited about Canario. They got him, and let's see what he can do. It may not be anything. It may be something. I don't know. But if he gets a chance, they need power in their lineup. They're not getting it from many places. Let's go out to Johnny in Oil City. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, what do you say, Bob? Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on the amount of injuries in baseball. I played organized ball for 10 years and never missed a game. I just want to what do you think about why there's so many injuries anymore?
Do you have specifics in mind? Because I'm not sure what you are talking about. If you're talking about pitchers, obviously, they go through a lot. I don't know specifically what you're asking. I'm sorry I didn't follow up quicker with you before you hung up there. But, the bottom line is there are a lot of different kinds of things that happen over 162 games. A lot of them soft tissue issues. A lot of them just getting banged up, especially if you're a catcher behind the plate. There are things that happen there. So not sure the context of your question, but there do seem to be a lot of them, yes. Jim in Uniontown is on line 4. Hello, Jim. How are you?
How you doing, Bob?
Good, thanks. Go ahead, Jim.
Cincinnati has lost 3 in a row. I guess that bat isn't helping Dela Cruz. They had been shut out 3 straight games. I think Pittsburgh, I think the team in that division is St. Louis. I think the other 4, I don't know about it.
Well, they have a good young player in Ivan Herrera who hit 3 home runs yesterday, I think it was. But he takes a healthy cut at everything. He's a power hitter, international signing. And this is one of the areas that I'd love to see the Pirates be more active in. It kind of supersedes the draft. If you have money to spend, if you're willing to spend, you can go out and get some players who can come right in here and play. So he seems to be one of those kinds of guys at 412-575-2600. Back to the lines. We got Dave in Munhall. Hey, Dave, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about trading back in the first round.
Trading back?
Kenneth Grant doesn't seem to be the player they want, and I want to see them move back and also trade Pickens in the second round.
Well, I don't know if they're going to get a second-round pick for George Pickens. And as we sit here right now, I believe that they're interested in bringing him back and play alongside DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin and even Roman Wilson, who should be healthy and ready to go this year and maybe caught up with the playbook. You could have potentially a very good receiving core there, even if they don't draft someone. But if they do draft someone, somebody good, you can add to that group as well. So that could quickly become an area of strength for whomever is the quarterback. And down the road, you need to have those kind of playmakers. But more importantly, they have to figure out, and not so much this year, if it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, so be it. Does he have upside? Yes. If he gets upright and he doesn't get pressured a lot, he can do a lot of things from the pocket. He's very good with his arm. He knows how to put stuff on the money. Over his career, he's been very good at preventing interceptions. And also, he's got a brain. He's been around, 4-time league MVP. He knows what he's doing, but he has to get the proper protection to make that all work. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't know that they're going to trade Pickens. I thought they would at first. Now I'm kind of waiting. Although when we get to the draft, a lot of things can happen that kind of surprise you there. But yeah, they'd like to pick up a second-round pick, but I think trading back in the first round, I don't see that happening unless everything they want is gone. Some people think it's going to be a quarterback. I don't. If Shadur Sanders should fall to the Steelers with the 21st pick, my question to you would be, would you take him? My answer would be no. He's still a very interesting talent, but I just don't think any of those guys in that first round are going to be guys who come in and make an indelible impression on their teams. Cam Ward may be the closest one to it. So we'll see. It's going to be very interesting every time the draft is going on, and this year it's in Green Bay. Next year it's in Pittsburgh. I can't wait to see all that happen because I know the downtown partnership with the Rooneys have put together very interesting layout for what is going to happen. And there are going to be so many people coming from all over to visit Pittsburgh and make a lot of money here in Pittsburgh. That's a great thing about it. Let's go out to Chad. We have two of them. The first one will be Chad in Pittsburgh. Hello, Chad. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. What's up?
Hey, the defensive line of the Steelers needs some work. They can't stop the run. Wanted to get your perspective. Should they get a defensive lineman in the draft, or are you confident in who they have right now on the roster?
No, they have to draft that position, and I would put it premium number one pick. First round, that's what I would do, and I may do it again in the third round. I watch teams that have done well defensively in the playoffs, and they all have guys in the front who can make things very difficult on the opposition. But you've got to have those guys. They've drafted players in the past, but guys like DeMarvin Leal have not panned out. Guys like Isaiah Loudermilk have not panned out. Keanu Benton is someone I still have hope for, but he hasn't done the necessary jump I thought we'd see from him last year. Cam Hayward is getting older. There's no Ogunjobi right now, so they need help there. So I would prioritize that as my number one pick. I also think they have a lot of options there in that's a deep position this year in the draft. All right, now it's the other Chad, Chad and Elizabeth. Hello, Chad and Elizabeth. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
All right, what's up?
I think they just need to pull the trigger and get Aaron Rodgers in here.
Well, I think that's already been done, the trigger pulling, I guess. It seems like it's just waiting on him. And if they have an agreement or at least an understanding, then it will happen. The question is when, and I often wonder, why is it taking so long? And again, next Wednesday will be a key day because if nothing happens and that McAfee show goes on and there's no movement and you don't see him there, then you have to ask, wait a minute, how far is this going to go and will it impact what they do in the draft if they don't have a concrete yes by then? I believe they will, and they do, perhaps. And I'm optimistic with protection. That guy still has something to offer. It's only going to be for this year, so they're still going to be challenged with coming up with their next franchise quarterback, and that'll be the number one issue. If not this year, certainly next year as they move into the draft. Daryl in Cranberry. Hello, Daryl. What's up?
Bob, first off, great outfit tonight. Love the suit.
Thank you. Heinz Healy's, downtown Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, it's a good place to go. So if you want good stuff, go ahead there. Tell them I sent you.
Just wanted to get your pick on tomorrow's game. Who you liking, the Pirates in the home opener?
Oh, I mean, it's hard for me to go against the Yankee lineup. I'm hoping Mitch Keller can do it. If I'm betting the Yankees. Here's another one. You see our KDKA.com Connect question there. It's, will Aaron Judge hit a home run tomorrow against the Pirates? He's already at 5. He had another one tonight. I think that's a pertinent question. Most people say yes, but he's not going to hit him every at bat. And Keller is smart enough to know how to pitch him. But the thing about that lineup, they can come at you with some other people too. So they score a lot of runs. We'll see what happens. I'd be inclined to say that the Yankees should win that game. But then again, I'm saying it only because they've been hitting the cover off the ball at this point. And we'll see how the pitching matchups work. But Keller has, he good, strong 6 innings first time out. He's going to need that again tomorrow at PNC Park. We're due for a break. 412-575-2600 is the number to call as you look at Acrisure Stadium on the TV side of things. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Bob Pompeani with you. Penguins have just lost in overtime. Robert Thomas, good goal scorer for them, got the game winner. So 5-4 your final. Penguins played a good game, but the shots were 28-19 in favor of the Penguins. So St. Louis gets 5 goals on 19 shots. You know, some of them are really good goals, of course, but Tristan Jarry, those are not the kind of numbers you would want from him. Yeah, we saw today at the Cranberry Sports Complex, the Lemieux Complex, that Sergei Murashov was up there with Wilkes-Barre Scranton. This guy is taken off all of a sudden. His stock has gone up. He, along with Philip Larson, is a good young goaltender there. And, of course, you have Blomqvist, who's still young enough to get this. So they have some depth in goal. They're going to have to figure out what to do in the offseason with who plays where, and that includes Nadalkovich as well. George Lochner on Twitter, you can hit me up at KD Pomp. He says, since Reynolds is hurt and can only DH right now, they have to get Kutch Bats in there. I'm sure he can still play right field. I don't think Andrew McCutcheon's going to play another position, really, any position this year. He is a designated hitter, and therein lies a problem. When you have a guy like Reynolds who can only DH, you take McCutcheon out of the lineup because he can't play the field, which is why, again, down the road, I want to see Henry Davis up here. I want to see Canario play. I want to see Davis play. At some point, you got to get him up here and just say, just go with this. You know, we're going to give you an extended look. You're going to get at bats. You're going to work it up here and try to hit at this level because they invested way too much in him and won overall. They need results from Henry Davis. So it'll be interesting tomorrow with the opener, and it's always fun. I always prefer earlier games. 4-1-2, I know why they're doing it, but I would rather have it earlier than that. Most people like it, I guess, there. Some people like night games on the opener. I don't know how you feel about it. But you see our KDKA.com Connect poll. Will Aaron Judge hit a home run tomorrow against the Pirates? 73% of you said yes. 27% said no. They can intentionally walk him 4 times, too. You never know. That's going to do it for us. I'm Bob Pompeani. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again tomorrow night and every night right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We present it live to you on KDKA Plus and most nights 93.7 The Fan. Have a great opening day, and we'll see you tomorrow right here.